Hello and welcome to Gyanmanji online classes. Uh, Yesterday we started new chapter which is materials, metal and non-metal. तो फिर कल के क्लास में हमने फिजिकल प्रॉपर्टीज ऑफ मेटल एंड नॉन मेटल के बारे में बात की थी. देन वी सॉ सम एक्सेप्शनल केसेस जैसे लिथियम सोडियम पोटेशियम है, वो मेटल है बट दे आर वेरी सॉफ्ट लाइक नॉन मेटल दैट वी कैन कट इट विद द नाइफ. फिर जो ग्रेफाइट है एक नॉन मेटल है, फिर भी वो इलेक्ट्रिसिटी कंडक्ट करती है, गुड कंडक्टर ऑफ हीट एंड इलेक्ट्रिसिटी. एंड डायमंड है, दैट इज अनदर नॉन मेटल ऑफ कार्बन but it is hardest natural material, and then it is also good conductor of heat also. It is non-metal, still they are also good conductor of heat, right? So we saw the difference between metals and non-metals, and there were 3-4 exceptional cases, and based on that we completed 6.1 with A, B and C. Now let's complete D, E, F and G from D to G. So we saw luster, hardness and malleability of an metal coin and sulfur. So now we will see ductility and sonority. So ductility is when we convert the metal from small thin wires, so that is ductility. So if we convert coin into wires, that is also possible, but sulfur is soft, but that's why that is not converted into small wires. Then sonority, that means a ringing sound that is made by the object, like a ringing bell in the school. So that is, if we drop a coin, then it will make a ringing sound, but sulfur will not. Then conduction of electricity, it will conduct electricity, so metal will conduct, yes, and non-metal will not conduct. Connection of heat, metal will conduct, like coin will conduct and sulfur will not conduct. 6.3 Name the properties of metal and non-metal for the following description. जो प्रोसेस में जिसमें मेटल को बीट करके उसको थिन शीट्स में बना देते हैं, दैट इज मैलेबिलिटी. जो हमारी प्रॉपर्टी नंबर 3 थी, तो मेटल्स फॉर्म होते हैं बट नॉन मेटल्स फॉर्म नहीं होते हैं. एंड सेकेंड इज द प्रॉपर्टी दैट अलाउज मटेरियल टू बी ड्रॉन इनटू वायर्स. वो वायर्स में कंडक्ट होते हैं, दैट वी सो इन 6.1 विच इज डक्टिलिटी. तो कॉइन होता है वो वायर में कन्वर्ट हो जाता है, मेटल विल बी converted into small thin wires, so that is ductility. Now 6.5 which of the following properties of copper make copper suitable for making electric wires. जो इलेक्ट्रिक वायर्स बनाना है तो कॉपर सूटेबल है, तो वो कौन सी प्रॉपर्टीज से होगा? इट इज कलर, so sorry, this is the wrong question here in the book. It is given which of the following properties of copper cannot be used for making electric wire. इलेक्ट्रिक वायर के लिए कौन सी प्रॉपर्टी यूज नहीं कर सकते? ऑप्शन इज डक्टिलिटी, सेकेंड गुड कंडक्टर ऑफ इलेक्ट्रिसिटी, थर्ड इज कलर्ड एंड फोर्थ इज सॉलिडिटी. सो देन द आंसर विल बी color. But if there is a question which of the given properties make copper suitable for making electric wire, that is ductility, right? So here in question in your supplementary book it is given cannot, so the answer is color. Now 6.7 can any of the physical properties of metal and non-metal can be changed? Give reason for your answer. No, the physical properties of metal and non-metal can be changed because these are the elements, and their elements these elements have the specific properties. Like for an example, hardness is the property, physical property for metal, but that cannot be changed, right? So we cannot change the physical properties of metal and non-metal anyhow. So now let's see 6.2, और उसमें कल के क्लास में हमने ए और बी किया था. पोटेशियम इज द फर्स्ट आंसर and mercury is the second answer. Now let's see C and D. Dash is a non-metal which conduct heat. तो स्टार्टिंग के लेक्चर में ही बताया था कि डायमंड इज अ नॉन मेटल विच कंडक्ट्स हीट. एंड देन ग्रेफाइट इज which is a form of carbon. It is also a non-metal, but it is also a good conductor of electricity. So diamond and graphite is the answer. Now let's see 6.4. We completed 6.1, 6.2, 6.3, 6.5. 6.4 is only left on SB12. So 6.4, if a gold bangle is dropped on a hard floor, it makes a ringing sound. Which property is this? अगर कोई भी मेटल को फ्लोर के ऊपर ड्रॉप किया जाए या इफ वी स्ट्राइक इट विद अदर मेटल, तो एक साउंड, रिंगिंग साउंड क्रिएट करेगा. दैट इज बिकॉज ऑफ सोनोरिटी. इन योर सप्लीमेंट्री बुक पेज नंबर 11, in concept time number 8, the fifth point of sonority, the property of material which is produced ringing sound when struck with an hard object. So hard एक बैंगल है तो वो फ्लोर के साथ अगर ड्रॉप किया जाए, then it will cause the ringing sound because of the property of sonority. So we completed SB12. On SB13, 6.6 is left and 6.8. Now let's see 6.6. The substance then can be flattened on beating of with an hammer is dash. इनमें से कौन सा सब्सटेंस जिसके ऊपर हम हैमर से बीट करें, देन इट विल कन्वर्ट इनटू थीन शीट, राइट? सो आयोडीन की अगर बात करें, दैट इज सॉल्ट. आयोडीन विच वी ऑल्सो नोन एज सॉल्ट, वी कैनॉट कन्वर्ट देम इनटू हैमर. कोलसो આપણે જે કહીએ ચારકોલ, that cannot be. Sulfur, that also cannot be. And so the last is zinc, that can be. Zinc material, that is a metal. This all three are non-metal, so this metal can be beaten up with an hammer. Now let's see the last question of practice question number 6, which is 6.8. Correct the following statement: all metals are hard and solid, which is A. Not all the metals are hard and solid. And B, metals are good conductor of electricity but poor conductors of heat. That is also false, because metals are good conductor of both heat and electricity. So, and in first answer, all the metals are hard and solid. Why we cannot say that? Because there are some exceptional case of metal which are soft metal, like lithium, sodium and potassium, that can be easily cut with the knife. So not all the metals are hard and solid, with some exception. There are mostly metals are hard and solid, but with some exceptional cases. So now let's see our concept time number 9, which is chemical properties of metals and non-metals. First we saw the physical properties, now let's see the chemical properties. And in this chemical properties we will see the reaction of metals and non-metals with an oxygen, acids, water, base. We will see all this for reaction with metal and non-metal. So first we will see reaction with oxygen, and I am showing you one video based on this. And in this video you can simultaneously do practice question number 7.1. जो एक ऑब्जर्वेशन लिखना है when you see this experiment, there is a question, and based on that you have to see what is happening and write the answers of the experiment.
Let us learn about the reactions of metals and nonmetals with oxygen. Metals react with oxygen to form a metal oxide. Nonmetals react with oxygen to form a non-metal oxide. Some metals and nonmetals are very reactive, while others react slowly. In class, we observe the reaction of magnesium with oxygen. Magnesium plus oxygen gives magnesium oxide, or Mg plus O2 gives MgO. Is this equation balanced? We have one atom of Mg and two atoms of oxygen on the left, and we have one atom of Mg and one atom of oxygen on the right. We can balance this equation by having two atoms of Mg on the left and two molecules of MgO on the right. So the balanced equation can be written as 2Mg plus O2 is 2MgO. The reaction of magnesium with oxygen gives a white-colored powdery ash of magnesium oxide. What did you observe when this solution was tested with red and blue litmus paper? We observed that red litmus paper turned blue and blue litmus paper remained unchanged. This shows that magnesium hydroxide is basic in nature. Let us see an example of another metal. Metals such as sodium are highly reactive. Sodium reacts with oxygen present in air and burns spontaneously. Sodium plus oxygen gives sodium oxide, or 4Na plus O2 gives 2Na2O. The reaction of sodium with oxygen is very violent and it causes fire and sparks. What do you think will be the nature of sodium oxide? Will it be basic or acidic? Sodium oxide is also basic in nature. In general, we can say that metal oxides are basic in nature. Testing for acids and bases can only be done on solutions. Hence, oxides are dissolved in a little bit of water to make the solutions for litmus paper test. Let us summarize what we learned. Metals such as sodium and potassium are highly reactive. They react with the oxygen present in air and burn spontaneously. Metals such as magnesium and copper are not as reactive. They need to be heated or lit in order for the reaction to occur. Now let us learn about nonmetals. Nonmetals such as sulfur react slowly with oxygen, so we have to heat or light them. Sulfur plus oxygen gives sulfur dioxide, or S plus O2 gives SO2. The reaction of sulfur with oxygen produces sulfur dioxide gas, which is a colorless gas that has a pungent odor. What did you observe when the gas was tested with red and blue litmus paper? We observed that red litmus paper did not change, while blue litmus paper turned red. This shows us that sulfur dioxide is acidic in nature. Let us see another example. Nonmetals such as white phosphorus react with oxygen present in air and burn spontaneously. Phosphorus plus oxygen gives phosphorus pentoxide, or 4P plus 5O2 gives 2P2O5. The reaction of phosphorus with oxygen is very violent. It causes fire and sparks. Can you guess what will be the nature of phosphorus pentoxide? Will it be acidic or basic? Phosphorus pentoxide is also acidic in nature. So, in general, we can conclude that non-metal oxides are acidic in nature. Testing for acids and bases can only be done on solutions. Hence, the litmus paper is wet with some water before testing the nature of the gas. So let us summarize what we learned. Metals react with oxygen to form a metal oxide, which is basic in nature. Non-metals react with oxygen to form a non-metal oxide, which is acidic in nature.
So we learned the chemical properties of metals and non-metals in the video. I guess there are some doubts in it, you are not still bit clear, but try to watch the video again, and in tomorrow's lecture again we will start with the reaction of metal with oxygen, and we will also again understand this how it is made, and I will try to explain you with an whiteboard. I will write it down and I will explain as we are in class. So that's it for today's lecture. You complete your practice question number 6 and read your concept time number 9, which has chemical properties and in first reaction with oxygen. Read that concept time, try to understand, and then tomorrow we will see this video again. So that's it for today's lecture. Thank you all and have a very nice day. And send the homework to me in your regular time. Thank you.